Yeah. Yeah. Urban Therapy with Sun 752. This is Daily Dope Didymism number 907. For March 28th, 2017. Alright, so we're in front of the Rodin Museum. That's part of the art museum. We're in the art museum area right here by the parkway. A lot of things going on here. A lot has changed since I've been around here in a while. Got Whole Foods over there. Whole Foods. This is a very expensive area to live in. People make a way and they can afford it, but nonetheless, what I want to talk to y'all about today is serious subject. I want to talk to y'all about never coming in first, or should I say, always having somebody put you second. That means that somebody always comes before you do. It's a tough situation to be in. Hey, how you doing? That's cool. Yeah, everything's all right. It's a tough situation to be in when somebody always makes you second and always puts somebody else first. Parents do it, boyfriends and girlfriends do it, spouses do it, siblings do it, friends do it, and it's a disheartening position to be put in because it's really not fair. But when people do it, they make excuses for it all the time. It's like, it's not that I'm putting you second, it's just that some things have to take precedence over what you want. They have to take priority. Now, if that happens once or twice in your life, that's not going to really be a big deal. That might be something that you have to just suck up. But if it happens consistently, time after time after time after time, then you have to concede that there's a pattern going on. Now, the question that you have to ask yourself is somebody else's importance greater than mine? Like, do I mean nothing? How you doing? Like, do I mean nothing to the person that I'm asking a favor for? Now, that's another thing. If you're asking for a favor for somebody and, you're not, okay, let's say that you're asking somebody for a favor, services of some kind, and you're not paying them. Of course, they're going to have to do whatever comes before them that's paying the money, that's paying their bills, that's compensating them for them. So you can't be mad at that. But some of us will be upset about it because although you may not be paying them, it doesn't mean that what you need done has to always come second, because it may have just as much importance as the person who's paying them. Plus, you might be closer to the person that you're asking for the gratuity from than the person that's paying them. So, and plus, if you've waited already, you've waited and waited and waited, it's going to make it seem like somebody's just putting you off, blowing you off, making it seem like whatever you need or whatever you want isn't important, and that's not cool. It may be fair in some circumstances, but it's definitely not cool. That's something that we have to work on. Parents do this to children a lot, and it's not good parenting. I'm not gonna straight up say that it's bad parenting, but it's not good parenting, because if you make the oldest child the priority, let's say you have multiple children and you make the oldest child the priority all the time, or the youngest child the priority all the time, then you know what happens with the middle child. The middle child is going to feel like they're always the one who is always the least important out of all of the children. And it may not be that way. But a lot of middle children feel this way because they're not the oldest, they weren't the first, they weren't the youngest, they weren't the last. So it might seem like, well, I'll get to you when I get to you. I gotta take care of the baby. Or the oldest is graduating, I gotta take care of them. It's rough. We gotta watch out. We have to watch ourselves to make sure that we don't do this to our children, because after a while it's going to build up resentment between you and the children, and then you have communication problems and breakdowns, and next thing you know, it could be looking like, well, mommy or daddy never really loved me. They never really showed me the love that they showed the other three or other four or other two or whatever, however it goes. It's just not a good look. And sometimes parents will put a cousin in front of their own child. Then that ain't right. You know, your cousins come over and they get everything. As a matter of fact, it's a real bad situation when the children feel like they need to ask one of their siblings or their cousins to ask their parents for something because they don't feel like they'll get it, but they'll say things like, well, he or she likes you, so. Oh, no, y'all good. No,
I was not paying attention. I thought he was on the phone.
Nah, it's all right. I'm filming, but it's all right. It's all right. But yeah. If you have to go get your cousin or your brother or your sister to ask your mom or your dad for something because you don't think that your mom or your dad thinks that whatever you want is important enough, or you don't think that they like you enough or love you enough in order to take care of you or to fulfill your needs, that's just not a good look. And it's a little bit inexcusable. Boyfriends and girlfriends do this. Spouses do this to each other. Now, in a spousal situation, now you know, those vows, what they said in the beginning was to have in the whole, rich or poor, sickness and health. And you know, with the wife often, well, for the most part, traditionally taking the husband's name, how you gonna put your man second? I understand. I mean, you may have a sick parent, grandparent, aunt, uncle, whatever. But if you consistently make your spouse second, have to play second fiddle to whatever it is that you're doing, that ain't gonna work. And men do the same thing with their wives. You know, I mean, your man, you know, your friend, your best friend, your buddy, your co-workers, you always have to do something with them or whatever. You know, a woman ain't gonna go for that for so long, man. You know, it ain't no good look. You ain't rocking out with that. That's not a lovely thing. These are the kind of things that we have to make sure that we get together. Because if we don't get them together, we have bigger problems than we bargained for. And it really don't even have to be this way. It don't have to be that way. Boyfriends and girlfriends, they do the same thing. Like marriage is no better. Boyfriends and girlfriends do the same thing. The difference in a boyfriend-girlfriend situation is that boyfriends and girlfriends can always break up, get in an argument, leave each other, get back together, and there's no papers that bond them together. However, there is an emotional commitment that is involved with that, so there's no excuse for that either. These are just some of the things that happen. You know? It's a crazy situation. It's not a good look at all. So, we have to watch ourselves when we talk about these things because, well, I mean, things can get out of hand, man. You know what I mean? It's not a good look. It's not a good look. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. Anything can happen to those who go for it. Go hard, go for yours, and remember, when it all comes down to it, you gotta try your best not to make somebody always feel like they're coming in second. Because if that was happening to you, you know how you're going to feel about it. You're not going to be feeling understanding about it. You're not going to be feeling like anything is fair. You're not going to be feeling like compromising every single time. Once, twice, maybe even 3 times, that's one thing. But a consistent pattern of being put second, it's not a good look. And it's not something that's going to make you feel good. And you shouldn't feel good about doing that to somebody. And oftentimes you don't even really feel that until somebody brings it to your attention. They bring it to your attention. It's like, and you might try to deny it. But you know the proof is in the pudding. We gotta handle it. We gotta handle it. I'm gonna holler at y'all later. The Daily Go Get It Business shows every single day, 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Call in number 319-527-6199. blogtalkradio.com/Sun752. Peace. I think I'm gonna run up in this museum, Rodin Museum. Yeah, I think I'm gonna holler at that. Holler at y'all later. Peace.
Yo, almost forgot to tell y'all. Don't forget to listen to the Urban Therapy with Son show tomorrow, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure that y'all note the new time because we're not on 8:30 to 10:30 anymore. We're now on earlier for y'all convenience from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's the Urban Therapy with Son show. Tomorrow, Wednesday, March 29th, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Get on it. The show is going to be hot. It's called Moving Out versus Moving On. There's a difference. When you move out from someplace, you physically move out. But when you move on, that means that you have to get your shit together. That means you have to start building another life. That means you have to throw away some of the old things and pick up some of the new things. And sometimes it can be a little rough on you. So make sure y'all check out the show tomorrow because it's going to be hot. It's going to be informative. It's going to be deep. It's going to be on some other shit. Trust and believe. Y'all know how we do it on the Urban Therapy with Son show. Same number, 319-527-6199. blogtalkradio.com/Son752. Sorry about the low quality, but I forgot to do it when we was taping the first time, so I had to make sure that y'all get it in because I don't want y'all to miss the show. You know what I'm saying? Peace!